So recently people are talking about OnePlus and Oppo. So this talk started last week because one tweet came saying that OnePlus is thinking about deeper integrations with Oppo. So basically people are worried that if OnePlus is going to be closed, if OnePlus phones are going to start non-existing, or even the company might entirely stop. So what actually is happening behind it? Why is OnePlus thinking of merging with Oppo? Maybe at the time when you're watching this video, OnePlus might have merged with Oppo. So basically, you know, right, Realme was such a company which came as a sub-brand of Oppo. It was like Realme by Oppo, and then Realme became an independent brand. But in this case, this is turning a little bit backwards. So now what is going to happen is Oppo will be undertaking this OnePlus, and it will be like OnePlus will be a sub-brand of Oppo. Now why this is going to happen is because, do you remember when OnePlus started, it was not such a big company. It was just a small startup. And the main intention of the startup was like, at that time flagship phones was very expensive, so we need to make a phone which has all the flagship experience at a very low cost. So that means a flagship killer or a budget flagship phone. So this was the main motto of OnePlus, and they did not know if it will become successful or not. So they did not have that much of production units, and they started giving phones using invite system. And now if you see the OnePlus company, it is not a small startup anymore. They are producing flagship level smartphones Pro variants every year. And also because of the recent collaborations with the Hasselblad, as well as the promotions that came with the OnePlus Nord CE, many people know OnePlus. They are demanding for OnePlus, and there is a huge demand, but OnePlus is not able to keep up with the production units. And this was one of the reasons why last year OnePlus had tied up with Oppo, and now OnePlus is actually using Oppo's manufacturing lineups in lease in order to produce OnePlus phones. But the problem was OnePlus spent so much in these promotions that recently when OnePlus gave their software updates, a lot of people started facing issues. Basically the Android 11 update, they started telling like OnePlus is intentionally giving updates to slow their phones, and that is why once we were fans of OnePlus and now we are hating OnePlus because of this Android updates. Now even the people who had bought the latest OnePlus 9 Pro and all, they also face the same issue once they started updating to the latest Android version. So even though OnePlus have a flagship camera, flagship hardware, flagship experience, only thing that OnePlus is lacking right now is the software updates. So basically OnePlus has to rework on their software updates, and they have to provide more frequent stable updates. But in order to do that, they need money. But since already they have spent all of their money, they don't have the money to establish a new R&D system. And this is where BBK Electronics enters, and BBK Electronics through Oppo is giving a proposal. Okay, so now what Oppo is proposing is that, hey OnePlus, listen, we at Oppo, we have a good R&D system, and you already know, right, your Hydrogen OS, which was not working well in China, we took it and we started giving Color OS, and now it is performing smoothly. So why don't you use our R&D system to, to make your software updates a little better? Why don't you use our research and development? Now in order to do that, what Oppo wants in return is, Oppo wants OnePlus to be registered as a sub-brand of Oppo, like how it was for Realme. And now why OnePlus should be thinking of this merge is because, first of all, they have a huge user base right now, and they do not have enough production units to produce smartphones, since you are already using Oppo's lineup. And since Oppo is also giving R&D as well as some money, and OnePlus is not a small startup anymore, they should probably take this proposal from Oppo and start doing what Oppo is telling to be. But the only thing that people are worried about this collaboration is that people love the clean user experience, almost stock experience of this OnePlus phones, how smooth they are, how snappy they are, compared to the Color OS, which is like a heavy skin over the Android, and people don't like that themed feel. Most of the Oppo people, they are like beauty centric or beautification mode centric softwares and apps. So people basically don't want their OnePlus phones to turn into such a nightmare, and that is why people are a little worried about this kind of collaboration. So in the end, what do you guys think? Do you really think OnePlus should be merging with Oppo, or maybe it should still, stay like the independent brand it used to be? Do let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, do check out the channel, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss a new video. Until next time, bye bye.